So I also just wanted to say when we posted the video of me getting my head shaved, that within 24 hours that video got as many views as the previous video did in a little over a week. So I want to thank you all for continuing to watch, continuing to help this channel grow.
Finally arrived in Georgia for a little something different. Alright, on our full day one, it felt like I barely got enough sleep, but I woke up and it was a little bit later in the day by the time we finally got going, but we decided let's go out for brunch.
Alright, so we're gonna get some breakfast from this place. We're gonna try it out. We're gonna let you know how it is. So, yeah. Tasteful Tom's Breakfast Bar. They got the nice trees out front, tree top things. And just so we could get a thing with me in it.
While we were waiting for our food, it looked like a freaking monsoon came through as we were waiting to order, and just like that, it was over just as quickly. Delicious looking food, of course, and I'll tell you my review. All right, so music was a little loud, but it was definitely a vibe that I like. I don't know how Mom and Tommy felt about it. They said that they were undergoing changes on their menu. So some of the things that were like heavily featured on their menu, they didn't have, which was kind of a bummer. So like some of the like fruit to put on top of your pancakes, you know what I mean? That sort of stuff they didn't necessarily have. So that's kind of a bummer. But overall, I would give it a 7.5 to 8 out of 10. So if you're ever in the area here in Conyers, Georgia, it's near the craft store that is controversial to some people. But it's called Tasteful Tom's Breakfast Bar. And they literally do have a bar. They have pictures of like celebrity, like you know, like just like promotional pictures of like celebrities and stuff. So like I saw a picture of like Jay-Z. Right up on even on the ceiling, they had like right up above our thing was like Lou Ferrigno as the Hulk, just like looking down on us. There was Michael Jackson. There was, you know, it was pretty interesting. Food was really good. Mom tipped very well. She covered that meal. We went, obviously it's later in the day, so, it wasn't nearly as busy. Some of the tables, like, it looked like instead of having like a booth in the back where, you know, like oftentimes there'll be like one booth that kind of runs along and there'll be like tables every so often. It looked like it was church pews. It looked like it was 2 church pews with some cushions on it. And then there was like cushions like on either side, like a couch. And then some of the tables had like Jenga or chess or whatever on it, so you could be doing that while you're eating or while you're waiting for your food or you're waiting for, you know, whatever companion you're with to be done or whatever the case may be. But definitely good food. Definitely recommend Tasteful Tom's Breakfast Bar here in Conyers, Georgia. Check them out if you can. By the time we got back, after doing a little bit of shopping and just some general housekeeping, getting some water, things like that, it was a lot later than we intended. I recorded a couple videos out in the parking lot for some Patreon stuff for the Clock Shelves YouTube account and Patreon. But other than that, that was the end of full day one.
All right, so we are up and at 'em this morning. We are gonna go down and get the last bit of the free breakfast from the hotel. We have some stops. We have a super secret stop today. And yeah, it's gonna be a good one. It's supposed to be a nice sunny day. Maybe I'll get some color up here for once. And yeah, check in a little bit. After the nice hotel breakfast, first stop is Oakland Cemetery. Originally it was 6 acres here in Atlanta, and I think we saw that it's more than 40 acres. I think. I don't remember exactly right now. I'll probably put something up on the screen that says the correct thing. We are here. We're going to try to visit the grave site of Margaret Mitchell, who wrote Gone with the Wind, which is my mother's favorite book as well as favorite movie. So we're going to go there, and maybe we'll get some other shots and things around the grave site and give you a little bit more information. But we're going to actually maneuver into there now, and we'll check back in a little bit. So coming down this way, when we see the Margaret Mitchell placard, so we're going to be going this way. But as we were doing it, I looked it up. It's 48 acres now. So, and I already got my first mosquito bite. I feel like I actually had one on the back of my head recently. So we have Maybelle Stevens Mitchell here.
It's on the other side.
The big Mitchell thing.
Smart. You will get something else.
And Margaret Mitchell Marsh here. Author of Gone with the Wind.
Over there. It's on the other side of this.
So the grounds at the cemetery were just gorgeous. The weather was beautiful, and it's just such a lovely, calm and peaceful place. Just the green, and it was just amazing. The peacefulness, which sounds crazy, but I don't know, I find cemeteries very calming and peaceful. There we are, standing back there a little bit. The cobblestones were just beautiful. When you think about the number of people who walked those paths and how much history is just in this place, it's incredible. We're coming up on the bell tower. According to the history of it, during the Civil War, there was a farmhouse on this location that was owned by the man who would eventually become mayor, and it was one of the highest locations in the city, and General Hood stood there to watch the Battle of Atlanta. Later on, they built this building, which was a sexton's office and living quarters. It's just incredible. Had to get some, poses and shots of the dimension of the building, how large it is. The stucco of the building, the curves of the architecture, and the fact that they made modifications for people who, like us, had to use assisted devices to be able to get in and out. They tried to accommodate as best as possible for those kind of things, which is a big deal. It was something that we looked at when we were going there to make sure that there were things that we could do and things that we could get to. But I mean, look at this place. Look at that smiling face. And again, look at the size of this building. It's just incredible. If you get the opportunity to come to Atlanta, make sure to check out Oaklawn Cemetery. It is amazing. And I said that wrong. It's Oakland Cemetery. Yep, I realized it as soon as it came out of my mouth hole. But I mean, just look at this place. It's just incredible. Okay, this fountain was amazing. So the fountain was dedicated to the children of Atlanta. And what we're seeing now, there's a circle there, and that was actually where the fountain had originally been located when it was built. The foundation of the fountain had to be rebuilt because it had been hit. It is at a crossroads, and it had been hit so many times by vehicles and had gotten damaged so often that they had to shift it off from its central location. Because if you look here, you can see there's a road to your left, there's a road straight ahead, and then there are more roads that are off to the side. This is a plaque, I believe it's about the mayor of Atlanta. But I mean, look, so there's a road there, and then when you're going back, it's at a crossroads, so that so many things came through there. Look at this place. I keep saying look at this place, but it was just such an amazing place to walk. The weather was, again, gorgeous. I mean, you can see the leaves are just starting to turn when we were there, and it was just incredible. That's a panoramic shot of the corners there.
I like the little pathways that go up. It's like the old way the streets used to go. More up over there. Try not to get the sun. So after walking around a little bit and just kind of looking around at all the things, we were looking and we realized that Kenny Rogers was also buried here. And so we decided to, I looked up what and where his gravestone was. There were markers for it. Here you see it. And it was absolutely gorgeous. Had Kenny Rogers on the outside and in quotes, "Will the circle be unbroken, ... on the inside." And it had a cross on it. It was just marble, and it was quite a sight to behold. I got this amazing picture of Tommy here with it. I tried getting the inside of it. I actually got Tommy in there. I got myself in with the "Will the circle be unbroken," and I also got a shot of myself there. Just a nice time. Okay, so we are leaving the cemetery shortly. They're using the facilities. What Tommy doesn't know, we're about to tell him shortly, is that the next place we're going is to some friends of his. So back when he was a kid, his family lived on a street, actually in the town that we live in now, and down the street was another couple. They were the grandparents of this young boy who would come and visit during the summers. Well, him and Tommy became best friends every summer subsequent to that. And then for many years they lost touch. I guess peripherally they kept in touch, through whatever. But then when social media became a thing, even though Tommy doesn't use it a whole lot, he found this gentleman again, and they caught back up, and they've been in relatively, I don't want to say constant, but they've been in good communication ever since. Well, a couple years ago when we came down here, we surprised Mom and this gentleman's wife arranged it for us to go to their house and surprise the two of them. And so it's not a surprise. Tommy doesn't know. He knows that at some point we're going or we're trying to go or whatever, but that's where the plan is now. As of this recording, I don't know how comfortable, if at all, they're going to be with the vlog footage. I'm also going to say that I ended up becoming friendly with one of their daughters, lovely person. And so I'm excited to see her because, again, I consider her a friend. So that'll be cool. We shall see what's gonna happen with that, and if we can get any footage while we're there. We're supposed to go out to eat with them. I think we're supposed to meet. So when we were here, we met two of their daughters and a few of their grandkids, and I think this time we're supposed to meet at least one of their sons. So that'll be cool. It'll be fun. And yeah, it'll just be a good time. Again, I don't know how much I'm going to be able to capture of it, but it'll be a good time. All right, so we are back at the hotel, and it was very nice because we got to actually just sit and catch up with some good friends. We got to meet some more members of the family, and it was nice to not have to be like on and content. And I wish I would have got some. I wish I would have got maybe like a picture of us all, eating dinner or whatever. But as of right now, the plan is that we're going to be having dinner with them another night. So maybe I will get some stuff there. But again, it was just nice to just be there, sitting, talking with some good family friends, catching up on stories and things like that. And so that was how we spent the rest of our day. So bedtime here very soon because we are taking this adventure day by day, literally, and we're still figuring out what we're going to do 100% tomorrow. So stay tuned whenever that is, whether it's the end of this video or the next video or whatever the case may be, because you won't want to miss what we have in store.